The Jeep Surfski World Series is proudly presented by Jeep Apparel, JP Henry Charters, Mauritius Tourism, and Lux Resorts. Welcome back to the Jeep Surfski World Series TV show for 2012. On this episode, we are in the tropical islands of the Indian Ocean, and quite simply, paradise. Lux Sports Resorts created this event in 2009, and it's plain to see why the numbers have increased steadily each year.
We're here for the 2012 Island Shamal, the Mauritius Ocean Classic. Well, this is how you should conduct an interview, honestly. I'm sitting on a beach, tropical beach. You got to be jealous. Seriously, it can't get much better than this.
So when you look at this event in particular, it has, all the trimmings of a classic event. You've got a great place to stay. It makes it really, really simple for the people to come over and do, and the location itself, it's just fantastic here. You've got good winds nearly every day. There's surf for guys that want to go surfing and diving, and a few of the boys have been out deep sea fishing.
This is my first time in Mauritius, loving it. Warm water, warm weather, and the resort setup and the service we're getting is excellent, so really enjoying it. Well, all I can say is if you calculate average move time, I'd be leading by like 10 million points.
Yeah, well, here in Mauritius, it's definitely one of the best races to come to, as in location. It's winter here, but yet it's still good. It's warm at night, it's warm in the day, the water's warm. It's all very easy, so it's definitely a race I keep coming back to. Obviously, it's not bad waking up each day, get to sleep in. No little boy to wake you up each morning. Then enjoy the facilities of this place. I haven't actually gone outside of the compound since I've been here, so it's been really good.
Mauritius is quite simply one of the best locations on the planet to paddle, and event organisers go out of their way to make sure the participants who make the trip are well looked after for the whole week of the event.
We do training sessions beforehand, so in the week building up to the event, we have the likes of David Mocker and Barry Lewin doing coaching sessions, checking on the competency of the paddlers and teaching them a thing or two. So it's not just about the race, it's about paddling with the champions and learning from the champions.
Paddlers of all skill levels can meet some of the best in the world and get tips from a seasoned World Tour veteran. While some are for the experience, others take it a little more seriously.
Sometimes I envy the guys that aren't really here to race as much as they are here to just be part of the event, because you're racing, you sort of hold back out of it. Haven't gone swimming with dolphins or haven't surfed as much. I'll surf after the race, but not before. So you kind of hold back a bit there. But there's so much to do here. You go sailing, you can get a cruise on a catamaran and go out to Ireland. There's hiking up to the top of this Lemorne mountain here. There's so much stuff that you can do.
And with the prevailing winds this time of year offering superb downwind conditions, there's no shortage of paddlers for the daily paddle along this pristine coastline. So 3 days to the main race now, and the annual sporty race serves as a good warm-up. Usually a downwind inside and out of the reef, it acts as a good yardstick for paddlers to test their form for the main event.
Wind hopefully is going to get up by the Savo for the sporties race, but I don't know how much it's going to be on today. I think everybody will be foxing or sorting each other out for the Saturday race, so it'll be a good little indicator to see where you're going, but I don't know if you can take too much out of it today.
Paddlers set off and will make their way out through the reef pass in front of the Tamasa Resort, host venue for the event. Once out in the open ocean, it's the first ones on the runs who will get the advantage. And immediately, 2 times winner Hank McGregor takes to the front. Hank missed last year's event and is certainly looking to prove a point this year. Not far back though, the evergreen David Mocker finding some nice runs, and he settles into second place right now, possibly just pacing himself before the weekend's big race. So the big names are all lining up early here. Barry Lewin in good form this year, and Aussie Jeremy Cotter complete the first 4 places. All of these athletes looking very comfortable and reveling in the island offerings here today.
Let's go a little faster. A little faster.
Not far back, we see other World Series paddlers getting a good workout, and quite simply making it look a little too easy. So a good pace here today for the shorties race, and the men who mean to stamp their authority are Hank McGregor, Matt Bowman and David Mocker. They reach the pass at Le Mans, well clear of the rest, and a great way to work out timings and intervals for the upcoming World Series race.
Awesome downwind conditions today. I sort of just practicing lines for the race on Saturday. And yeah, there was quite a big bunch at the start, and then David sort of came up next to me and we sort of just diced it out for most of the way, and then just managed to get ahead and caught one wave, but I came off it was a bit too steep, and caught the next one, and yeah, it was an awesome paddle home. I mean, it's a beautiful place to paddle. I mean, you can't get much better than this. It's true paradise. So.
This will also be the finish for the main race on the weekend. And with the pass notorious for large surf and strong currents, it gives all the paddlers, both novice and experienced, a chance to see it before it's too late. With the first race out of the way, it was time for the athletes to unwind and experience a bit of the island life from the locals. And it seemed as though everyone was getting involved. Race day, and there is a buzz in the air as paddlers board the bus to make their way to the start. A beautiful day on the island today, but not much wind for this downwind race. And with predictions looking this way for most of the day, it certainly is going to be an honest race today. This race attracts paddlers from all over the world, all drawn to the allure of this magnificent island and the promise of some great paddling lifestyle. And this year sees 125 paddlers making the pilgrimage.
It's going to be a nice paddle today. Beautiful conditions to cruise along the coast with. It's going to be a bit of a slugfest for the rest of us, wanting to cross the line first.
Conditions are looking very flat. which is going to be really hard work. Obviously we're on a tropical island, so the heat is going to be a factor today, and we've got some really stiff opposition from all around the world. Whether you have wind or not on this island, it's still a beautiful place to paddle, and the competition is still just as stiff, so it's going to be hard, and really keen to get going.
Yeah, feeling pretty good today. I guess you don't really know until you're out there and getting into the race, but at the moment feeling good. Conditions aren't, I wouldn't call them downwind, but it's going to be a grind. I don't think there's going to be too many people on the wash or anything like that, but it's going to be a tough race, and I think like it always is with the top guys, I think it's just who's feeling great on the day, so hopefully that's me.
The perfect start location for the race this year, the protected beach in Jacote Bay, 4 kilometers up the coast from Tamasa Resort. Only problem is, the ocean beyond the reef looks ominously flat. And it will be a long, hard slog for some of the paddlers, and an energy-sapping, heart-burning battle for the leaders. Not much time to waste, and the start gun goes. And immediately a group of 8 take the front of the race with both hands. The rest of the field in tow clearly not looking to challenge for the lead in today's hot and flat conditions. Dominic Henry is a founder member of the event, and safety and logistics of all the paddlers on the water is his speciality. He explains the event's growth since inception.
This year we've reached 105 international paddlers. I'm expecting another 15 or 20 guys from Mauritius, locals. And it's really nice, the weather is good, the forecast looking good, so I hope we'll have a very great event. I'm running all the logistics side, handling the skis that you can see behind me. Otherwise, I'm handling also not only the sea transportation of the skis up and down, but all the safety at sea with our operation, because we've got big game fishing boats and a lot of speed boats around the island. So we'll be following everybody, make sure everybody comes home safe.
Well, with 125 athletes on the water, it really is great to see event organisers taking safety seriously and ensuring a good time for all involved.
The other thing that's really been pleasing to see as an organizer is that the ladies have grown. We now have a really competitive field of ladies challenging the current champion of Ruth Hyman from Australia. And added to that, we have people, you come to the beach and you see kids running around, and that's really fantastic. You know, people are bringing their families here to enjoy Mauritius. It's a great excuse to have a holiday and paddle at the same time.
So the ladies' race is a tight one, Ruth Hyman holding on to a narrow lead from the Frenchman Angie Moudin as they make their way down the course.
It's great to be back here in Mauritius. It's our 4th year running this race. We've got a good field of paddlers, all the top Australians are here and the top South Africans. There's a good mix of paddlers right through the field. I think we're sitting at about 80 Australian competitors, the rest being South African and other international paddlers. We brought over another container of boats, it's our 4th container. At this stage we're looking at about 95 boats in stock for the race as loan boats. These boats will stay on the island for future races. If need be, next year we'll bring another container over.
We catch up with the leaders in the men's race and a group of 6 still pulling hard and on each other's wash. Barry Lewin sits next to Jasper Mocker, while they sit on the wash of Matt Bowman, Jeremy Cotter and Hank McGregor, while true to form David Mocker is leading from the front. His strategy in calm, hot races like this will be to keep the tempo up for as long as he can and try to simply break the other paddlers into submission. But he may have forgotten who is right behind him, in the almost unhuman Hank McGregor, who goes with him on a strong push. Matt Bowman decides he wants a piece of this and steals third from Jeremy Cotter, the gap now opening on the two groups to around 100 meters. Meanwhile, back in around 10th place, we see the first double in the race, and looking very strong too. World Series organizer Dean Gardner pulling Dean Beaumont around the ocean in their fin. Dean is a 9-times Molokai winner along with numerous other titles, and he thrives on big ocean swells to make it happen. Today though, there is none of that, and he's having to dig deep into the training reserves. Back in the ladies' race, and the battle certainly is on for this year's title. Frenchman Angie Moudin has taken the lead and is making Hyman work hard to keep up. Almost halfway now. The men's race is tight at the front, as always, and with the huge peak of Le Mans now clearly in sight, this has turned into a two-horse race. David Mocker holding a narrow lead from Hank McGregor. But David's line is farther out to sea than Hank's, and that may bring them together when they reach the pass at Le Mans. David has had another stellar year of form, winning a handful of World Series races and placing in the top 5 in almost every other race he has entered. Almost at the pass now, and Jeremy Cotter and Matt Bowman are making a move up on the front too, and now have Hank in their sights. The flat, windless and super hot conditions today really are taking their toll, and paddlers are having to dig deep here. First to the pass is David Mocker, who still seems to be very strong despite the heat. But now Jeremy Cotter is on a wave and draws level with Hank in the channel, moving into second place. He finds another nice wave through and pulls ahead of Hank now. Next in through the pass is Matt Bowman, who finds a nice wave, and he is followed closely by Barry Lewin. So the first 5 paddlers all through within a minute of each other now, and the race is on for the finish line just over 1 kilometer away. David Mocker has the advantage over the rest of them, but Jeremy Cotter is hunting him down with every stroke. Just over 100 meters between them now, and it looks like it's David Mocker's day, and no one will deprive him of the win here today. A very hot and flat race that has brought out the best in these top paddlers in Mauritius.
Yeah, the race out there today was really tough. You know, Hank McGregor and Jeremy Cotter are in form at the moment and paddling very well, so it was always going to be a hard race against them. The gradual conditions made it tough. You know, we really had to work quite hard to link up the runs, and with time and chance, you know, the race is not to the swift or the strong, but time and chance happened to them all, and I managed to just link up 1 or 2 little bumps. It just managed to give me like a two boat length advantage. And then at 15 k's an hour, it's very hard to close that gap. So, you know, I just capitalised on that, and it was very important to get to the wave line first at Le Mans Pass. You know, if you can catch a wave there before the other guys, you're going to be in a very strong position. And you know, I managed to get a nice small one there, easy to control, which helped a lot.
Yeah, really good. It was a tough race. I wasn't really hacking the pace at first. It was too fast for me. And then I just got a big second win and started humping, coming all the way through it. So it was a good race, second half. And I think the wind started to pick up a bit in the second half. Not that it was great runs, but it was definitely helped. It cooled me down a bit. It was really hot as well.
So Mocker first and Cotter second, as we see Hank McGregor coming in for third and Matt Bowman paddling to a good 4th place, with Barry Lewin finding some good form and taking 5th place, the best result for him at a World Series race to date. Back with the ladies' race, and Aussie Ruth Hyman leads from Frenchman Angie Modin. It's been a close race, but in the dying moments here, Hyman has pulled out a small lead. But it's enough, and she will take her 3rd win here at the Mauritius Ocean Classic and completes the hat-trick of wins.
Yeah, every race is a new race, so you can never take anything for granted, and it's just another one you put away and be thankful that you've won one, and then you face another one. I mean, it's a fantastic week here. I mean, just unfortunate that today the wind gods didn't want to play game, but we've had some great downwinds during the week, so you got to take those away.
So the men's results as follows. The World Series champion David Mocker takes the win from Aussie Jeremy Cotter from McGregor. Barry Lewin with his best result ever, and Richard von Wilderman also having a great showing here today. Just a minute in it for the ladies, as Harmon takes her 3rd win here, Angie Modin 2nd and Kerry Lowe in 3rd. So that draws the curtain on another amazing week here in Mauritius for the Ocean Classic. Perfect weather all week and a great time had. Unfortunately, no wind to speak of for the main race, and a record number of entrants this year proves the event is growing each year along with the Ocean Paddler Surfski World Series. Join us next time as we head to Cape Town, South Africa for the final race in the Ocean Paddler Surfski World Series for 2012. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. The Jeep Surfski World Series is proudly presented by Jeep Apparel, JP Henry Charters, Mauritius Tourism, and Lux Resorts.